Hi everyone, welcome back to CoinxDaProducer. Today we have another interesting free VST plugin for music production I believe you're going to like. And the plugin we'll be checking out today is MCV1 by Technicola DSP. MCV1 by Technicola DSP is a free emulation of the Alesis Microverb 1 1989. This plugin is not a convolution reverb, but an algorithmic reverb based on Keith Barry's original DSP-16 chip design. It has only 16 presets, 6 small, 7 large, 2 gates, and 1 reverse reverb. Looking at the UI, the controls are minimal. You get input, mix, output, and a newly added EQ knob, as you can see. So the MCV1 isn't a surgical modern reverb. It is important you know this. It is a vibe reverb. If you're looking for pristine adjustable transparent space, I think this plugin is not for you. You look somewhere else, alright? But if you want your drums to sit in a gritty, nostalgic, unmistakably 90s digital room, and you want that fast with zero decision fatigue, then this free plugin delivers a specific color that expensive reverbs often fails to replicate. So let's put it to test and hear it in action. And as you can see, I have an ozone imager loaded and I have a simple drum loop sample right here. And of course we have the plugin. Now, what I normally use this plugin for is to make my drum samples appear to be in the same space, which helps it glue the entire drum loop. If you paid very close attention, you will clearly hear that introducing the reverb made the drum loop sample sound more open and free. You can hear every single element sitting on its own without overpowering each other. So that is the advantage of adopting or applying this technique. But it is important to know what you're doing so that you don't destroy your overall mix. Let me show you exactly how to make your entire drums sound as if they're in one space. And have in mind, this is just one approach, right? There are many other ways you can achieve this, but this is just one out of the numerous ways you can achieve that. Now here is our mixer. What I actually did here is just to send every drum sample to the mixer and now create a bus for the reverb, which I called room. Let me expand this. As you can see, now for the kick, I sent a little bit of the reverb to the kick. Now on the reverb, it is important since this plugin doesn't have a high pass and low pass filter, so it is important to make sure you take care of that. Now on the room channel, you noticed I have an EQ there, and the EQ basically is used to roll off the lows and the highs, alright, since we are also processing the kick through the reverb, alright. But this is the point where you engage your headset, a very good headset, so that you can clearly hear what you are doing. Now if you pay very close attention on the kick, you notice that I just added a little bit of the reverb to it. But before any other thing, let's listen to the reverb itself. I will over exaggerate it so that you can clearly hear, then we'll set it to test. So this is the kick. Now I believe you had that, and if you noticed, it's adding more width to the kick signal, which is not what we need. Your kick should be at the center, alright? So with your headset, you now make the judgment by adjusting this to suit your desired need. In my case, I didn't need more of that, and with the help of this EQ, I was able to, you see, roll off those unnecessary frequencies that shouldn't be on the kick or the low end signal. So now we have our kick. Now we'll bring in the next, and this is without the reverb on the rim, and this is with it. And then from this visualizer here, the stereo imager from Ozone, you can see how much of the spread that the reverb is adding to the room signal. All right, so just to keep an eye on that so that you don't destroy your mix. All right, then after that, bring in other elements. Now this is without it, and with it, it is super subtle, but if you are listening using headsets, you can clearly hear that breath, that space or openness, if I may use that word, on the drum sample. Now that you've seen how I approach this when it comes to mixing my drums, let's quickly go through the presets on MCV1 by Technicola DSP. So as you can see, you can increase the UI up to 200%, which is interesting because at default it comes like this, and I mean, it's crazy. I struggled to read it to see what is there until I figured out this feature, which is very, very brilliant. So now I'm going to exaggerate it. We'll just use the rim so that we can clearly hear everything, and I'll exaggerate it to this point. And have in mind, I boosted the mix up to 100% and then adjusted its individual tracks with this knob right here. So let's have a listen. And just wanted to quickly add this. You notice that when I switched to the gate was short, snappy. So if you want to add a little bit of punch to your signal using reverb, this is where this plugin comes in handy. By introducing this gate feature, toggle between the two options and see the one that works for you. Now if you are going for something creative, something crazy, you can experiment with the reverse. I mean, you heard what it was adding to the signal. Let's take a quick listen again. So it all depends on what you are trying to achieve. Now let's continue with the sound demo. Let's check preset 6. Alright, I love using this preset 5, but they all sound good, but in my opinion, this happens to be my favorite or go-to. Alright, now to this section, as you can see, is for large, and to this section is for small, then the effects. Alright, now let's check out what this EQ is adding. Alright, taking it to the far left here, it is adding a little bit of brightness that is very subtle. Then bringing it to the far right, it is darkening the signal. And you have the output, the input, and the mix. Very simple, very easy to understand. So I just wanted to quickly bring this plugin to your notice. Who knows, someone might find it useful and would want to apply it, or using my best practice, what I normally use it for. Now the question is, who is this plugin for? Now, if you are a lo-fi bedroom producer or anyone chasing that Alesis digital texture by Kelvin Shields, or you're a producer who wants character over control, then this plugin is for you. Now, the people that should skip this plugin, meaning the people that this plugin is not meant for, if you're a mix engineer needing precise pre-delay and decay control in a reverb, then this plugin is not for you. Anyone wanting clean natural room simulation, this plugin is not for you. Now, a producer working in genres requiring ultra tight modern drum sounds, this plugin is not for you. So the bottom line is, The VCV one actually can create space on drums, but it's stylized space. I mean, it is a space that comes with a vibe. It is not transparent, it is not adjustable, and not always clean. This plugin's strength is the gate preset for punch and the small room presets for subtle depths. Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. You've seen it. I'll be leaving the link in the description. Try it out. But let us know what you think about it. And remember, if you're going for a more modern type of color to your signal, this plugin is not for you. But if you want to use it to like glue your drums, and not only drums, it could be your vocals, it could be anything, you know, just to carve out that space to now make the overall signal sound as if they are from one source, this is a good one you can try out. Remember to be subtle, have your judgment using a very good headset so that you don't destroy your mix. And you noticed I had to use a stereo imager visualizer to see how much of the spread this plugin is adding to the signal, to the drum samples. So if you found it helpful, make sure to leave a like, share your honest thoughts in the comments, subscribe if you haven't, and most importantly, turn on your bell notification for more content like this. If you want to check out a dynamic modulation filter plugin that everybody is talking about in 2026, the video on the screen is where I reviewed it. Go there, check it out, and I will see you there. As always, stay creative, stay focused, and bye for now.